Wow. This is huge, huge news for not only Floyd Schofield Jr., but also the landscape of the 135-pound lightweight division as we hear the breaking news. Gervonta Tank Davis, who is currently being searched for by the U.S. Marshals with a warrant for his arrest, with his ongoing situation with his ex-female Courtney Russell, still hasn't turned himself in yet. It's been 2 days. That's breaking news alone. But the WBA, because of this, has officially decided to place him as champion in recess. With that being said, when you look at the lightweight division, it might just drastically change in the next couple months with young phenoms. As we all know, Abdullah Mason is currently the WBO champion, lightweight champion, just beat Sam Noakes in one of the fights of the year. He's only 21 years old. You have Javier Herrera, who is the interim WBC world champion, who's only 23 years old. You could call him Javier Herrera. You could call him XXXTentacion, who just beat Ricardo Nunes in a great fight, got dropped in the first round, came back, technical knockout in the 8th round. Great fashion. A lot of people thought it was controversial, but at the moment, he was getting absolutely beat down. Nunes was. And yes, the ref fell down on the floor. It took him a little while to get up. Nunes looked like he was okay. But at the time, Javier Herrera was beating the crap out of this guy. Shakur Stevenson is the WBC lightweight world champion, who says after he beats Teofimo Lopez, that's what he says for the WBO, Read Magazine, junior welterweight titles, he's going to vacate that WBC belt. Therefore, elevating the interim champion Javier Herrera to full champion. And he's only 23 years old. So just like that, WBO, WBC, 21-year-old Abdullah Mason, 23-year-old Javier Herrera. When you look at the IBF, you have Raymond Moraes, 29-year-old, going to be taking on Andy Cruz, Olympic gold medalist, 2-time Pan American gold medalist, 3-time world champion gold medalist for the IBF world title that is currently, reigned by Raymond Moraes. Andy Cruz, to me, is going to go in there and beat Raymond Moraes, therefore making him the IBF champion. He barely started his career in 2023. I know he's 30 years old, but he is young, 6-0, 3 KOs in his professional career so far. So just like that, you got Abdullah Mason, 21-year-old, Andy Cruz, young in his career, professional career, and Javier Herrera, who will possibly in the next couple months be elevated to WBC full champion. The WBA just placed Gervonta Tank Davis as champion in recess. Who is the #1 ranked fighter in the WBA rankings? Think of it right now, top of your head. Floyd Schofield. Did Floyd Schofield, did he just earn himself a title shot, which will be mandated by the WBA very soon, against either #2 ranked Lucas Body or Lamont Roach Jr.? You guys, just like that. If he fights Lamont Roach Jr., interesting matchup, right? That could be a 50-50 fight. He could possibly be leaning towards Lamont Roach a little bit more, just due off the resumes and what we've seen, sample, taste that we had from both of them. Floyd Schofield, if he could fight against somebody like Lucas Body, and if he could beat Lamont Roach Jr. at 23 years old, will become the WBA lightweight world champion. And just like that, the landscape of the lightweight division has completely changed. You have Abdullah, 21-year-old WBO champion, Andy Cruz, young in his career, 30 years old, but young in his professional career, training with Bozianis, taking on Robert Garcia, Raymond Moraes this weekend. The coaching battle lives on, even though we're not getting the Virgil versus Boots fight. And you have Javier Herrera possibly be elevated to WBC champion. Shakur Stevenson decides to vacate the bout, which we've all heard him say. And Floyd Schofield, 23-year-old WBA lightweight world champion. Ridiculous. If it all plays out like how I just lined it out right now, in the next few months, we could have 3 fighters in the lightweight division that are all champions that are younger than 24 years old. My goodness, man. My goodness. Young phenoms. Imagine the unification bouts that we could get. Imagine a unification bout between Abdullah Mason and Floyd Schofield Jr. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. And not because any of these fighters are scared of each other, but business-wise, I think this is still a fight that they could build up bigger in the future. But at the end of the day, it's just going to decide on who wants to get involved, who wants to promote this fight. If Turkey got the money and he wants to put it up, it's going to happen. If not, if he leaves it up to other promotion companies, it may not happen. And especially because business-wise, it's just not the same pay. At the end of the day, it's getting absolutely exciting. Let me know what you guys think. This is the MMA Boxing Addict channel reporting you the breaking news. Gervonta Tank Davis, champion in recess, on the run still. What is going to happen in this lightweight division? I'm out.